gym here. My hours are a little fucked up. We've been sleeping in and going to the gym late. And when I take pre-workout, I stay up all night. I'm going to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. When I'm off work, my hours get all kinds of fucked up. I don't like it very much. Usually happens for a little bit, and then I gotta get my ass back on track. Yeah, but we've been waking up at like, I don't know, 10 or 11. Get my first meal in around 11. And then do whatever we need to do for the day. But yeah, I like to get a few meals in, or at least a couple. One minimum before I go to the gym. Give me some energy while I'm in there. But yeah. Getting there a little late tonight. I think we'll probably get there around probably like 9:10, 9:15. Gonna go in and train some back. Yeah, I think the last back session I did was, I don't know, I think at least 6 days now, so we're more than recovered and ready to go. I usually try to leave at least 72 hours between training the bigger muscle groups. So legs, chest, back. Smaller muscle groups, I don't feel they need that much more time to recover, like biceps, triceps, maybe, I don't know, 36 hours. Yeah, something around there. 36. But yeah, the bigger ones I like to get at least 72 hours between. I've been doing legs every Sunday and Thursday. But last Sunday's leg session I pushed to Monday because the previous session on Thursday really kicked my ass. So Sunday I was still so sore. I was getting out of bed, just kind of giving the system a little run through and see what's sore and see what's fucked up. And the legs, wow, they were just, it still hurt to sit down on the toilet. That's how badly I fucked them up. So I pushed Sunday's workout to Monday, and then I got one in on Thursday, and they're sore again, and Sunday's tomorrow. So if I did them tomorrow to try and get back on track for the Sunday and Thursday, like I said, they're still pretty sore, but then that would put me at three leg sessions this week. It's a bit much. Recovery, like my calories are down, so my energy's a little lower. So recovery is not going to be as good. So I need to keep that all in mind. So I might push the session again to Monday. I have a couple options. I could push Sunday's session to Monday again, start doing legs Monday and Thursday. Or I completely skip Sunday's session and then just go train legs again on Thursday. And then again on Sunday. That'll get me back on track for the Sunday, Thursday. But, I don't know why I'm yawning. 2 scoops of pre-workout. That's the only caffeine I've had today, so it's not like I'm tired. But yeah, those are my options. That'll get me back on track for the Sunday and Thursday. But at the same time, it'd also kind of be cool to start the week off with legs. So hit them Monday morning. Then maybe hit them again on, I don't know, maybe again on Thursday, or end the week with legs. Hit them on Friday, but then that gives me Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I mean, that would still work, I guess. I don't know. There's options. I'm able to play around with things. Being off work like this is kind of throwing my routine around a little bit. I get into a little bit of a weird headspace when I'm off work. I got to keep myself busy. If I don't, like I said, my hours in, it's not like I'm not busy. I am doing shit, but I need routine. I need steady routine, or else I end up falling into the rut of what I'm doing right now. My hours get all kinds of fucked up. I turn into a night owl. I'm doing all my shit throughout the night, which you guys have probably seen. Anybody who's following me, there's like a window, like when I get back from the gym, where I just like fucking hammer my social media. I post a bunch of stories, a bunch of videos that I've got. I'm trying to stay active on the social media. Trying to post at least minimum once a day. I'd like to, I'd like to see about taking advantage of this social media thing, see if anything can come of it. We're in that day and age. Like people are making a living off it, and I don't know who wouldn't want to, be their own boss, work from home, create your own schedule. I think that would be the dream. It's fucking people way younger than me are doing it. It's tricky though. There's a lot to it. Like, one, you got to be super active. You gotta find a niche. Something that people are interested in, something that you're interested in, so you're gonna stick with it. There's I was talking to Linda about this. There's a couple avenues I could explore. Very into music. I've been playing guitar for over 20 years. I've invested a boatload of time into learning music and guitar, recording, and all the fancy things that come with that. I've given guitar lessons for a small period of time. I've put books together. I've put lessons together. That was a short period of time. I've only had a handful of students, but life got in the way. I was younger then too. Responsibilities that I had to tend to before I could have, fully invest in the students, having students, committing to students. That was fun. I mean, part of me wishes, you can channel a bunch of energy into certain things. So part of me wishes, I was so focused on starting a career when I was younger, obviously. The mechanic field that I was in, I was working on cars. And that's where your primary source of income comes from. I was so focused on that, and everything else was just on the side, right? Part of me wishes that I dove head first and put all my energy into... social media wasn't that big back then. It was still there. It was active. But part of me wishes I like I said, I dove into that head on, focused on getting students. Look, what am I now? 35, turning 36 in August here. Like, if I started when I was 20, I could have started even younger, but like 20 something was around when I was, I think I was doing lessons when I was 25 actually, 24, 25. So yeah, if I were still doing it, I'd be at the 10-year mark right now. And that's right around, if you're putting in the effort consistently, daily, the grind, 10 years. I'd probably be somewhere right now with that. And that would have been something I would have loved to do. It's music. My whole life has been music. I love sports and working out too, and I'm more so getting into that as I get older. I really started getting into working out when I was around 25, 26, but I've been working out since I was in grade 8. On and off, of course, but heavily around 25, 26. And then I took a little break. Still going, but just not as, it wasn't consuming my every thought like it is now. I'm pretty driven for it right now. So I go through periods, but I'm trying to stick to it. But yeah, if I would have stuck to that, back to the giving lessons and stuff like that, if I would have stuck to that, imagine where I would have been now. 10 years later, I'd probably have as social media developed, I'd probably have a decent following by now. And I'd probably have consistent students. maybe even consistent income. It's hard to say, right? And I don't regret like not doing it. I don't. Everything I've done instead of doing that, like it's everything I've done has brought me to where I am and has made me who I am today. So I can't really complain. But you can't help but think back. It's like, man, if I would have started 10 years ago, imagine where I would have been now. But I don't want to spend too much time thinking about that. Of course, it crosses your mind every once in a while. But like they say, the best time to start, if you haven't started, is right now. So back to the gym content. Like I'm trying to kick this off. I'm trying to stay active with it. I've got the GFDI business that I'm trying to grow. Yeah, I'm just curious to see where I can take it, right? I mean, why not? It's a little weird being on camera and talking, you're talking to yourself. It's a little awkward at first. I'm still kind of getting used to it. Watching these videos back and editing them. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, I sound like an idiot. But fuck, whatever. That's the thing. Some people they're scared to start. They're scared to. It's the fear of being judged, right? And there's probably people watching all my shit, thinking I'm a fucking idiot, thinking I'm a loser. Like, look at this guy. But the funny thing is, they're still fucking watching. So keep watching, please. And you could either sit and do nothing and continue working for someone else, and maybe some people are happy doing that, so that's great. But not me. I'm always looking for something bigger, something better. I don't want to wake up and then work for someone else my entire fucking life. I don't like the thought of that. I know I'm capable of so much more, and we're only on this earth for so long. Why the fuck not do something that you absolutely love? And if you can find a way to make a living out of it, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I don't. So, anyways, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, we'll see. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to make a living out of it. But, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So, if you're wondering why I'm posting so much, that is why. And I do enjoy it. So, yeah. See how it goes. Yeah, so I'm going to be new to this vlogging. So I'm going to try and keep things interesting. But there's probably going to be a lot of videos where there's not too much going on, such as this one. But I'm going to keep recording. Like on those days where there isn't much going on, you have to, that's the whole part of, that keeps it real. If I were to only record on days where there was something interesting going on, that would be very few and far between, because like this is just everyday life, right? There's not always something going on. It's pretty straightforward for the majority of the days. The gym looks pretty empty right now, so that's fucking sweet. That's the good thing about coming at this time of night. It's empty. Like I said, I'm new to filming in the gym. Especially if it's busy, I don't want to be taking up space. I do have a tripod, but I don't know. I set it up, and maybe I need to get over that. Maybe that's something I need to just get over and just fucking do it. But it's hard to find a space for my tripod where you're not taking up space for someone to be on the machine next to you or behind you. That's very selfish. So I try to this guy, this homeless guy, I'm assuming he's homeless. He looks like he's homeless. I don't want to judge people too hard, but I think that's a safe call. He was just riding by in his bicycle, and he had one of those little carts that you pull behind on your bike. And I saw the security guard walking around pretty like anxiously. So I was kind of like talking to you guys and seeing this going on too. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, this guy on the bicycle just was coming around the back of the car here, and the security guard bolted behind the car. That's what I'm watching in my ears. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And just like sniped something out of this guy's cart. It looked like a 100-foot hose or something like that. He just grabbed it, and he swore at him told him to get the hell out of here. So I can only assume that the homeless guy is trying to steal something. But yeah, that security guard just fucking doing his job. Attaboy. That was funny to see. I was like, holy shit. Oh man, I kind of forgot where I was going though. Oh, tripods in the gym. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I try to keep out of everybody's way. A little selfish to have your tripod in there, and there's other people trying to work out, and you're just like got your tripod up in front of one of the machines. Like it's not super tight. There's room to work, but to also have your tripod a certain distance away, watching you, getting a good angle of yourself, it can be tricky. So when the gym's not busy like this, it's actually perfect because you don't really have to worry about that too much. There's like maybe 3 people in there right now. So that's awesome. When it is busy though, if it's too busy, I just don't film at all. I'm like, fuck it. Or if Lynn is there with me, I'm like, hey, can you find a little spot to hide and get a good angle of me? It's a little better than having an obnoxious fucking tripod filming you. But yeah, it depends. If it's too busy, like I said, I don't film. If I can, I'll sneak my phone just down in the corner of one of them. Like you'll see a lot of my shots are up angle. That's because I've got it leaning against the bottom of one of the other pieces of equipment. But yeah, I want to try and get more gym footage, and then I want to piece together. Like I try to take a picture of the group, the body part that I'm working out that day. So I'll post like the video of me working out or a few exercises. I don't get the whole fucking workout, like warm up sets and shit like that. I'll get like a few top sets. A few of my working sets, 1 maybe 2, and I'll post those videos along with the pictures of the body part that I'm training that day. And then I'll post a little blurb of my exercises that I've done. So I've been kind of sticking to that. Yeah. Anyways, updates. I posted something there the other day. I'm like 3 weeks into the cut, and I'm fucking starving. I don't know how guys do this in prep. I mean, I do know how they do it. It's you have a goal. How badly do you want it? All right? Like, food's always going to be there. It's just what you got to do to get to your... Once you're lean, it's easier to stay lean. Whereas if you're like 30, 40% body... Well, 40... people are 40% body fat. You're 30% body fat. Like, you're just... That's too much body fat to carry around. If you're on a diet at that point and you're having cheat meals, it's not doing you any justice. You got to get to a certain level of leanness, and then, like I said, once you're there, it's so much easier to maintain. Like that body fat, you didn't put that on overnight. Like that's years and years and years of poor choices with your food, with your exercise. It doesn't just happen overnight. That's why it's also, when people start a diet, they get so discouraged so quickly. They've been dieting it's been 2 weeks. It's hard. It is hard to eat the same foods and only certain amounts of the foods each day for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, you do it for 2 weeks, especially if you just have never done a diet in your life. And you're on your second week and you're like, wow, and you're looking in the mirror and you're looking at the scale. Sometimes there's changes. Majority of it's going to be water weight at that point that your body's dropping. But it can be discouraging. So like that's why a lot of people are like, this doesn't fucking work. It's like, man, it's been 2 weeks. You didn't put that weight on overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. It takes fucking time. I'm 7 months in right now. When I hit my 90-day mark, it was pretty drastic. I just stuck to it, man. There were some days where there were a lot of days where I was like, why am I doing this? This is fucking, it's discouraging. There are some discouraging moments. I'm like, why am I doing this? Nothing's happening. There's been no changes. But you just got to put your head down and keep going. And eventually you're seeing the before pictures. You got to take pictures too. That's key. Eventually you'll see the before picture. You put a side by side of where you are at now. And when you see it, you're like, holy shit. You're comparing, you're like, this is fucking working. And you will see the scale drop. And sometimes you'll see it move. It moves around. It'll fluctuate. That's why you can't solely go off the scale. And you should do a weekly average. I check mine every morning. But if it jumps up, which it does, it's not fat. Like, you need to take in 3,500 calories for 1 pound of fat. Like if yesterday, let's say you're at 207, today you wake up at 208.5, you didn't gain a pound fat. That's mostly, that's food still in your digestive tract. That's water that you're hanging on to. Maybe you had a hard training session the day before. It's just water and food weight. That fluctuates. Like I said, if in order for that to be a pound of fat, you would have had to take in 3,500 calories above your maintenance, above what you've put out exercising, and it's just that didn't happen. That did not happen. So yeah, that's why it's good to go. Like I said, I'll check the scale daily, but I'll go with the weekly average, kind of see what it works out to. And then I also go by the mirror and how your clothes fit. Those are the most important things. I remember, I think we were 3 months in, almost 3 months in, or maybe a little more than 3 months in. Linda and I were at Lulu, and I was picking out some pants because we were going for a nice dinner. I didn't really have any nice dress pants that fit me that much anymore because they're all kind of loose. And my waist before was a 38. Oh, excuse me. 36 to 38. So I know those didn't fit me anymore, but I didn't know exactly what waist size I was. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. So I'm trying on pants at Lulu. And, sorry, Linda's just texting me here. We started with a 34. And we're like, let's see, because 38, 36 was too loose. Let's go with the 34. Put a 34 on, still really loose. And I was like, no. So I'm in the change room, and Linda's like, do you want me to go get you a 32? I'm like, yeah, I guess. She comes back with a 32. I put the 32 on, and there's still, like, I need a belt with a 32, which is crazy. I don't remember the last time my waist was that small. So I was happy as fuck. That was crazy. That's huge. So if I were to measure it, I still haven't measured it, but if a 32 was loose, I'm probably like I don't know, maybe sitting around 31, 30 something, 31. I don't know. Probably around 31. Because the 32, like I said, I needed a belt. Those are the ones I went with. That was an awesome feeling. So yeah, scale, naked in the morning after you use the bathroom. Obviously first thing. Mirror and clothes. How are they fitting? Those are all the things you should be looking at for tracking progress. I've went way off topic, but you're gonna get that with these videos and me. I have an ADHD brain, and sometimes I'm firing all over the place. But yeah, I'm at the gym here now, so. Fuck this, where this gym is located too, you walk out of the gym doors. Let me give you a little run through here. This is what I'm smelling when I come out after my workout. I've got Ricardo's Pizza. I've got Gong Sushi. I've got Polonia sausage. I can't even pronounce that. I have Malwa Punjab Sweets Restaurant. I've got Chinese restaurant. I don't even know what's on the other side. That's a little further away. This is all right on my side of the gym. And then you go down a little further, and this is when the wind's blowing on a good day, this is what you smell when you come out of the gym. Down the little ways in the parking lot here, I see an A&W, which I was having, sometimes I'll bring my post-workout and I'll eat it in the car afterwards. My chicken and rice and my broccoli, which tastes amazing when you're hungry, by the way. I forgot a fork, so I was like, fuck. I was getting ready to go to the hospital. I was like, to see Linda. I needed a fork. There's no way. I'm so hungry. I can't wait over an hour drive to get to the hospital. Sometimes if I forget it, I'll use the container lid and I'll scoop it and just kind of like fit it in my mouth. But I was like, nah, not this time. Where can I go to get a fork? I walked into A&W to get a fork. Oh man, it was the smell was amazing. It was so hard. You smell, you're like, oh yeah, man, this smells great. You're looking at the menu and you're like seeing like the Uncle Burger or the Papa Burger or what the fuck it is. God damn. Anyways, that's where you're in your head. You just gotta be like, my goals are more important than how this food is gonna taste. That is short-term satisfaction. I'm gonna eat that. It's gonna be great at the time. I'm gonna feel like a bag of shit after. I'm gonna feel like I cheated on my diet. I'm gonna look in the mirror. It's gonna fuck with my head. So you just gotta take all that into consideration. Anyway, so like I said, A&W right there, and right across the parking lot, not far, is Dairy Queen. Also smells amazing because they cook burgers and shit in there too. And they've got good burgers, guys. Across the street, you can see it. You can smell it too. Right across the street, fucking McDonald's. This is what I have to deal with when I walk out of the gym. This is what you smell. As soon as that door opens, you're like, chicken and rice. Oh, it's good. Anyways, guys, okay. So I'm going to start this YouTube channel. I'm going to start vlogging. I bought a camera last night, prematurely. Well, I mean, I put the poll up to see who wanted to see these videos, but I was already going to make them anyways for me. Even if no one watched them, I'm still going to fucking post them. But I'm glad that there's a few people who said that they would love to watch them. So that's awesome. Like, they're getting kind of long here, but whatever. Watch what you want to watch. Don't watch. It don't matter. I'm going to post them anyway. So I prematurely bought a camera and a stand for it. That all came in today. I was checking it out. Camera quality. It was advertised to be fantastic. 5K high def. I checked it out today. I did a little tester on it. It was dog shit. Fucking dog shit. I ordered microphones too. They haven't come in yet. They come in tomorrow, but just the sound quality on the camera, I was like, man, like my iPhone does such a better job. I just need to clear up storage. Let's just do that. Instead of sinking, I think I was like $200 in with this camera and this fucking stand and the fucking package that I got. I was like, let's just put that into some iCloud storage. I think it's like, I don't know, $12 a month or something like that for some extra storage in the cloud. Because there's pictures and videos on my phone that I do not want to get rid of. They're like of Weston growing up for the last 9 years, and me, Linda, like the kids, my mom, my dad. There's so much shit I don't want to get rid of. So I think I'm just going to put that money into the cloud. Some extra storage space. I looked at all this shit. It's already packaged back up. It's ready to be sent back. I'm going to send it back tomorrow. But, yeah. So I'm going to be doing these vlogs. Some days there's not getting much going on. Other days it's just, maybe there will be some cool shit going on. I'll try and pre-plan too some shit to talk about. But if you're interested in just seeing me, hearing my comforting voice, maybe this is something that you can throw on your TV and listen to as you're falling asleep. It's like me and Linda used to watch Friends, and we would have that on in the background in our room. Just turn the TV down to like 2 or 3 volume and just hear people talking in the background. And it was like a comfort thing. You got the fan on, the windows open, you're covered up in blankets, and Friends is on the TV. Who knows? Maybe my voice will become that for some people. But okay, guys, I'm gonna get in there and train back. Till next time.